We ain't good, good, but we still good. We ain't good, good, but we still good. Did we didn't make it to forever? Probably ain't getting back together. But that don't mean that I can't wish you better. We ain't good, good, but we still good. I realize that I can't be your lover. Let's just keep it honest with each other. I'll be happy for you when you find another. We ain't good, good, but we still good. Who knew it'd be like this?
What's good with y'all motherfucking sales? Is you good or is you good, goddammit? Yeah, we in the building. We in the building. We
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. What's good with y'all sales? Listen, today we got a good little show.
Yep.
And we is on air. And we've been making a lot of strides, y'all. Continue to follow, subscribe, and like us on all our platforms.
Yeah.
Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill, Instagram, Facebook, UTZ if you easy. I heard that music, LOS.
She said, I can't hear you, but
no, that was before. She got it. They got us now. How you doing? Hello.
Hey, Joey.
Good. We just want to make sure. How you doing, Joey? We just want to make sure that everybody is good with themselves. I'm trying to see why am I so far. I got to go over something. Go to your right. Go to your right. Then I'm going to go to my left.
Okay.
There we go.
There
we go. God bless y'all. All right, so I'm turning around.
Okay.
Shit.
So, we definitely sipping. And of course, for y'all be talking about us, talking about we ain't sipping no more. We sipping, we doing what we do. I ain't gonna say what's in the cup, but we definitely sipping.
Yeah, we gonna. That's for us to know, and you to maybe possibly find out at some other time.
Absolutely. So we coming on tonight in one of our topics. Y'all know we talk about a bunch of stuff, Sip and I. But one of our topics, everybody know about this song. That's why y'all heard it. I was playing. Hi, Joy. Yeah, I was playing Good by Usher, 21 Savage, and I guess Summer Walker. So we were playing that song because it's a true statement. I really do. I think Sip is a true statement saying we're not good, but we're not good, but we good. Talking about exes, which so many people is what I refer to double back. I'm 100% can say for myself, I don't believe in that, but some people do.
You don't believe in double back?
I don't believe in double back.
What if that relationship that was just some good? They know how to handle you the certain way you like to be handled. Y'all not together no more, but they know how to handle you, hit all the right spots, and just want to go in, play with it, and go back out, and y'all just go on y'all merry way.
No, that don't happen to Kimmy Kim. Reason is because most of the time for me, it takes a long time to get to the point to say I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So if I get to that point of saying I'm not finna double back, I just wasted all kind of time and stuff. And then we can really be good when we're done. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, so I think the song to me is trying to bridge the gap of so many people being exes and mad at each other. And I feel like if you walking around and, you talking about your ex to maybe a new person or friends or people that knew how you guys were together, and you basically shitting on one another, why is that the case? You don't have to do that. Even if that person did do you wrong, okay? And I'm not gonna say that. Listen, I have an ex. I know, but at the end of the day, I don't need to put that person in a place because of talking about it and making it bad and being nasty. Because it takes, as you would say, Sip, that much energy to do something wrong to somebody than it does to do something right. Uncle Jim.
Hey, Lyric Melody, what's good with yourself? Hey, Kyla, hey, baby. That's my baby. She is super grown and she's a child. She's grown and has a child, but she is my baby.
Okay.
Hey, baby. So we is in the building. So yeah, you know what? That whole concept of being, I think that's an antiquated concept where you were together, now y'all not together, and y'all got to be all stinking and nasty to each other. You don't have to do that.
You don't.
So we ain't good, like we all in love in a relationship anymore. But we good though. We ain't gotta be toe to toe. We ain't gotta be, bare knuckle fist and you ain't shit. And I ain't shit.
Because if you still acting like that, that means you still got some problems. And listen,
you still got some interest.
You still got some problems. And some people like to say that to make themselves feel good, but they probably ain't even interested in your ass. But I'm just saying, listen, you still mad. That's what I'm trying to say, Sip.
Okay.
They still mad and you still angry. And listen, for the person that's mad at the other person, you giving them too much power, sis, bruh. You giving them too much power. It takes that much energy to stay mad at them and everything that resonate around them and remind you and stuff like that. That's active in your head. And that's a lot of energy that you're taking away from you truly being happy right now. And it ain't always about if you just got somebody new either. You just need to be true to yourself and be like, that time is over. That time is past. And we're going to be okay. Now, if you got children, I think that you should really work hard at being okay. I'm saying, like you said, you don't got to be good, but, we can be good.
I think it's a situation, in our community, I think that a lot of times people are not breaking up amicably.
Like both people don't agree. That's true. Yeah.
They're not agreeing that.
But is there really a way that you can break up amicably, Sip? What kind of way is that? Because somebody mad.
But see, what I'm saying is that I don't think, okay, so I think I never dived into this. So this is what I think. I think that we need to have a conversation with who you breaking up with and say, listen, this is what's going on. And y'all need to have maybe a sequence of conversations and then come to an agreement like this ain't gonna work because you're not moving, I ain't budging and stuff like that. Now, I'm not the initiator of the breakup, but I understand why you want to break up and I'm going to go ahead and roll it because I agree that shit ain't right. You gone, so let me go ahead and remove myself as well. I don't think that we had those conversations. We just say we break up, you gone, you bounce because it's always toxic. It's reasons for that. I get it. It's reasons for that because
I'm sipping too. So I said, okay,
it's reasons for that because she said she's sipping too.
Appreciate it.
It's reasons for that because sometimes that person may be so toxic you don't know what they're going to do. So you need to remove yourself because it may turn into some other shit. Or that person like, please, baby, please. Oh, baby, I need you so much. And then you can't. You feel so bad that you don't want to, so you got to like break up and break it off. But I think it needs to be a conversation to be had. And then I think that's how you get into an amicable space, I think.
Okay, now, Sip, that sound okay, But the true reality of it is that some people feel like they walking around and it's been 4, 5, 10, 12, 13, 15 years talking about they need closure. I don't need no goddamn closure. I was closing the door when I decided to end it. But what I'm saying is that I think you need time. This is what I mean when I say time. Mm-hmm. If you break up on the Monday, don't go back to smashing on Thursday. Be mad from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then smash back again on Monday. Then break up from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then come back Friday. Then Saturday, oh my God, you mad as hell, and you going back and forth.
That means y'all broke up though. See, that's that toxic.
That's shit. What I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, when I'm done, I'm done. There's no double back. There's not, because you know what? You mess up other people's lives too, especially if you got children. You confuse the hell out of them because they don't know what's really going on. Then you want one to take one side, understand this, look at that. Listen, we need to still be the adults. Mm-hmm. And as you say, let's break up amicably. But I'm saying that at the end of the day, most people know that it's over before you actually declare it to
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, okay, let's just do this. Okay. Both people know the shit is over. Mm-hmm. One person's being honest about it and being grown up about it. The other person's denial. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, so if you in denial, how do you get you know what I'm saying? I think that's the problem.
So you're saying, right, one person's saying I'm done, and then the other person is saying, damn, I thought we was good.
No. Both of y'all know it's fucked up. But one of them is being delusional.
Right, saying that you're not fucked up.
Yeah, they just don't want. They don't want to just.
Or no, put it like this: they like y'all fucked upness to the point that they make that shit normal.
Yeah,
abnormal. Right. So it's normal. What you mean? Why are you tripping about the fact that I haven't seen you in 6 days? I don't understand. What you mean? I did go get the milk. I know it was 7 days ago. I did. What you mean about those panties in the drawer and they ain't yours? What you mean? They came out my gym bag. Girl, stop. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what you said is that's that straight up denial, delusional shit.
Yeah, like you know, or not just that, like y'all both.
See, that's when your ass really need to be left at the curb because I don't got time to be explaining all that.
And that's
too much.
but see, that's what I'm saying. I think our culture that not having right therapy, not owning your own shit, not dealing with stuff the right way. It's like everybody's in denial. They feel like that situation, that toxic situation they're in, they've gotten comfortable with it. It's their way of life.
Right. I can't say that a lot of people have gotten toxic with the way they break up and make up.
No. I think, yes. But I think that toxicity, if they don't have it no more, they feel like they're lost.
Right.
That
because they have normalized it.
Right. Because so our argument is how we live.
Right.
If I don't have you to argue, because you like, listen, we arguing.
Right. You ain't
like
engaging with me like that. It's like, damn, what's wrong?
Well, not just that. No. What I'm saying is that, okay, we arguing, it's all fucked up. We arguing back and forth, but that's how we get down, right? And then you like, you know what? I can't argue with you no more. I'm done. Wait a minute, hold on. That's our connection. Our argument is how we stay together. Right. That's how we talk. Like, so now if we ain't arguing, we ain't talking, that's messing me up. Right. That means our relationship is really over. Right. But our relationship is not really over. Man, that shit is nuts. And I think that's just what it is. I think that people
I don't want to face that reality.
Listen, they don't want to face the reality of that shit is it's dead. It's over with. And it's like one person's grown up and say, listen, it was dead in 1993. Okay.
Right.
We got together in 1994.
Most people leave the relationship. Right.
So you know what I'm saying? That shit was over before it started.
It was over, damn it, in November.
No. I'm saying it was we was over in 93. We didn't get together in 94. I mean, that shit was over before it even started. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was never a chance. A snowball's chance from here. That relationship had as much chance as a one-legged man in the ass-kicking contest to win. Okay, so it was no way it was going to win. You were in delusion because just that interaction is what you needed. That toxicity, you have to feel that vibe. You hit me, and now it's like, no, that is a bad relationship.
Right.
We don't like each other. We hit each other. You shot at me. I shot at you.
Right.
I called your mother B. You called my. It's just kind of. It's not really. It's kind of.
Joy said what she said. She said I would never be comfortable. You could add that. She said I would never be comfortable in a toxic or in a relationship that's messed up. Absolutely, Joy. I 100% agree. I think toxic when you know to even call a relationship toxic, I don't think it starts that way. I think it becomes that way.
I think that they're right. I don't think it starts. It depends.
I guess it depends on the people. But you do develop toxic behavior.
Yeah, you kind of develop it, and it becomes.
Let it slide.
You let it slide, and it just kind of grows like a damn.
So so let me just give a scenario. So the guy, I'm going to say for the woman part, which is kind of a known thing. So the guy cheats, she burn all his clothes, or she bleach him, or she locks him out, or he can't come back. Mm-hmm. He leave 3, 4, 5 days, then he begging, he come back to a certain extent. She miss him, and then he comes back. And then next thing you know, that happened in May, and all of a sudden it's happening every other month, and it's consistent with it. And it just keeps going toxic, over and over and over again. He never stopped doing what he doing, and she keep on accepting what he doing, but getting mad about it and doing more things. And the only thing is happening is that the family is consistently suffering if you got children and stuff like
or just y'all, So I think that whole thing, we good. So I think, again, there's something within our culture and our community, or whomever, especially I can speak for our culture particularly because it's something in our culture that we just can't get past the fact that somebody was adult enough to call it what they saw, call it like a referee. You know, you ever see when basketball players, oh my God, they be getting calls. They don't agree with the call. It's like in the relationship, one of the persons became the referee and was like, you know what, that's a foul.
Right.
That shit, you ejected from the game.
Right.
And it's like, come on, man. I ain't even fouled you. I wasn't even over there. Yep. I ain't do that. What you talking about? Right. And you mad because this person called it because they grown and said, listen, I'm going to go ahead and call it what it is. This is some bullshit. It ain't working.
Right.
And now you mad because you are calling it out. And I think we need to get past that point. It may hurt, but it's like you have to be like, you know what? You called a spade, nigga. It's a rap. Damn, I knew it was a rap. I just didn't want to admit that it was a rap.
Absolutely.
Now I know it's for real. It's like if you say it, you can't not say it now.
That's true. You can't unsay stuff you said.
Yeah.
You can't undo stuff.
You can't unsay it. Because, I think another thing, because of our religious backgrounds and stuff like that, he said, speak those things that be not and all that kind of stuff. So the power and death is life and death is in the power of the tongue. Like if you say it, now you really calling it, like you said, you can't unsay it now.
Right.
This relationship ain't working. Oh, damn, you didn't say it. Damn it.
It's just
shit. I didn't heard it now. Damn it! Now you done said it. I have to acknowledge that maybe it ain't working. And I didn't want to acknowledge it. I want to be toxic.
Yeah, people be living and knowing the truth, and they don't act out about it. You're absolutely correct. Joy, what you say? Facts. It does. My ex cheated, and when confronted, he said I was delusional. That is the number one thing. What the hell is going on? It's like you walking in and you see the guy or the girl, because women is just as trifling, Joy. I'm sorry, they are. So I'm just saying, you do that, and then you called out about it, and you don't want to face it. It's very hard. I'm learning, Sip, that it's very hard that men and women just don't want to face that truth. They'll rather say they think they can actually get by lying. Now you say what comes out in the wash, if it don't come out in the wash, it's gonna come out in the rinse.
Right.
And so I'm saying at the end of the day, it's coming out. That truth is gonna land whichever way you want it to. And most of the time, the couple have continuously lived in that relationship, keep going on and on.
It's trying to think. It's like a person who's on drugs really bad.
Okay.
They're on drugs really, really bad for 20 years.
Wow.
But if they stop taking the drugs, they might pass away. Because the drugs is not keeping them. That's really, you know how bad it is. You've seen that before?
No.
Or alcoholics and stuff like that?
So if they stop drinking, they're going to die.
They'll die because now.
That's how long they've been drinking.
But the drugs is keeping them fucked up with their family. Mm-hmm. They can't be around them. People don't like being around them. They're grotesque. They say crazy things. They're out of order. They steal whatever keeps them from making them raggedy. But they so dependent on it. That's like, I gotta stay toxic. I gotta keep it toxic. If I don't, it's gonna be over. And that's how people feel. Like if they don't have that toxic bond where we hitting each other, fighting each other, showing that's how we show love. That makes them feel like they're going to die. And honestly, the relationship was dead anyway. So really, honestly, if that person's depending on a chemical that's fucking up, that's killing them, they are already dead.
I know that's kind of
dark, but
that's dark. It don't always got to be where a person is beating up on each other, or a person. I know most of the time people are doing the cheating thing. It don't always have to be the beating part, simple stupid. It ain't always got to be that. But just the part about it's over. Like people go in and out of love and they go through different stages. And I think you should have the type of conversation with yourself, what you really want, what you really, need. We just had this conversation earlier, I can say, and I said that a lot of times we step into a relationship, even in careers, and we say, this is what I want. I can do this is what I want. But I always say, when I talk about inventory checks, y'all know your girl always talking about you need to check inventory. I say that you definitely need to say to yourself, and when you are praying, if you're a praying person, you definitely need to say, God, give me what I need, because you see things and hear things that I can't. That I cannot. So give me the desire and the love to want the need that you know that I need to have, instead of just what I want, because it can look good. It can sound good. It can even make you feel good and be absolutely horrible for you. So, and then it's like all these it's 3 different stages that relationships go through. The new relationship energy, Sip. And then that middle one is when you start side-eyeing a person that everything they do is not so cute no more. And you can talk to them, but if you don't, you ain't tripping. But, it's noticeable, but it's not. No, you ain't cutting off and you're not done or nothing like that. But it's just the excitement is not there. And then you settle in. But this is the part that shapes number 3. And that is, if you can get through that, there's going to be some ugly times. There's going to be some times that, I'm not talking about hurting or, lying or cheating on each other, but I'm talking about the times of just learning that who the person is. If you can get through that, just a little bit, like you can actually see them and you can go through some stuff, because you're going to go through some things individually, and then you're going to go through some things together. But if you got somebody on your team that's wanting to work and wanting to see you win no matter what, then that's a winner, baby. And that's what you want to keep on your team. That's what you should be building, a team in that place. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be it can't be all happy, go lucky all the time. But at the same time, you said, you know what? If all you want to do is sit in the room and be quiet and we don't really got to say nothing, I just want to be there and know that your presence is there, then you got to win on your team. So I'm just saying, a lot of times people have these preconceived notions.
Mm-hmm.
And they have these projections of affections they feel that they want, and they look at other people and say, "Well, I want that, and out this where they gotta be, because see they do this and you do that, and I want that, and you need to be like that, and I need to be, but you don't. You can create, and I say this all the time. I tell Sip all the time. Everybody can have the type of love life you want, but you more importantly should pray about what you need, because that's where the true happiness comes from. So it's not about just being, like I said, we ain't good, but we can still be good. I think you got to work for it, though.
So the pretense. So are we? So I want to ask you so about that song in particular.
Yeah.
Was the song talking about them being estranged and not in a relationship and now, but they're trying to co-mingle or co-parent? Or was it about?
Yeah, it's about him saying to the girl, and the girl saying to the guy that we ain't good because we had some messed up things, but we was together. When we was together, we was having fine dining. You know what I'm saying? We was having great sex. That's why he said he'll come through and I'll get you grabbing those sheets. Girl, stop tripping. That's if you want me to, and I'll even go ahead and pay for the salon if you want to get it paid for. Because look, you know what I'm saying? I ain't cheap like that, and you know what I'm saying. And I pay the least. Like he's saying we had some good times and you was there for me when I was going through, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna never ever forget you, but we better not together.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. Okay. So then Summer Walker, she comes in and she say, listen, I wish you good sleep, good sex, because that's what we used to have, even though we didn't work, but we better, you know what I'm saying, instead of being locked in. Y'all feel me? Look at your girl know that song. So I'm just saying, it makes a difference. And nowadays, no one's talking about how exes can still get along. Because most people that are not exes, they're not. Everybody mad at each other. They're not talking. You know what I'm saying? You got kids. And it just, it really is messing up lives that you probably created together. And we better if we're not like that. Listen, we ain't good together. Do this. But I still want you to be happy. Get what you need. I get what I need. We come together. We can still be family. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, if you like that. But some people grew up together, Sip. Some people have known each other through the worst times of their life. I know a couple right now. I know they don't mind me talking about Brianna and Brian. They have a relationship where they feel that they're better off apart. But when Brianna had cancer, he was that guy. He was there for her. And now she's great. She's doing wonderful. You know what I'm saying? But they have a great relationship. They do. They have a great relationship, but they better apart. And Brianna has now met someone else. She's moved on. And Brian has not. But at the same time, they still good.
So is that the new culture? Is that the direction we're going in? Because I think a lot of that.
I hope so. I hope we can go in that direction where people can actually be good.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a thing where people, it's kind of like a foregone conclusion that people are probably not going to be together forever.
Right. And that's what he said. He said, we probably not getting back together, but we can still be good.
And I think people get thrown off because for some reason, somebody thought they was going to be together forever, and they kind of
well, yeah, especially in marriage, you probably did. But at the same time, okay, now this might be controversial. I'm going to go ahead and sip on this. I don't think people should think that you're going to be together forever. I don't think that. I think you should say, or have in your mindset, that the person that I'm with, I want to continue to grow as long as we can grow. Because we're going to change. Like when you get married, that person that you married is not going to be the person that you married 5 years
It'll
later.
Be different in 5 or 6 years.
They're going to consistently change.
I would like to propose, with that being said, you call it an inventory check. I would propose it every few years. You said, now somebody has said this to me some years ago. Every 2 years, y'all do a reevaluation of your relationship.
I think not every few years. I think that nowadays, goddammit, you need to do a reevaluation every 6 months. Because I'm sorry to say, because now with all the things that is out there, it's so many different things that people is like, well, with social media, you can just be watching something. You can get DM. You can get all these social media sites. And it's like, back in the day, they didn't have all that stuff. Right. So now the exposure is there. Like, if you got somebody that's rocking with you and you loyal and he's blocking that out or she's blocking that out, you know what I'm saying? That's some real shit. I mean, I'm just saying, because it's temptation all the time. It's always going to be that way. Somebody just want to find out. And let's just face it, when you are solid in a relationship with someone, that make y'all ass more attractive. They want to mess with you because they just want to see if they can get it. Just because. So I'm just saying with that, I'm just saying it takes a lot, but it don't have to take a lot. It's just you want to continue to have fun. Just remember that person is growing just like you, and you want to be able to grow together.
So what you do, you have I guess you have an adult conversation or adult, like say a schedule, a tentative schedule. Okay, today is January 1st, 2024. Nigga, June 1st, 2024. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna come back to the table, and we're gonna put our shit on there. We got some reevaluation to do. Recalibrating, like we do a BPEP, we talk about it all the time.
Yay.
We got some recalibration, some relationship recalibration time, nigga. Reorganization, rejuvenation, and renegotiate.
Yep.
What our terms?
Can you resonate with that?
People say, like in the poly world, they talk about boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I think boundaries is relevant. I think they use it more in poly world because now you're dealing with different people and all that stuff.
Right.
But just in a monogamous relationship, there should be just straight boundaries, like being friends with people that you may not necessarily want to be friends with, or male or female friends. What are y'all particular boundaries? This may not be. It might be terrible this month, but 6 months down the line, like, you know what? I was tripping on that. You can go out.
I ain't tripping no more.
Yeah, I ain't tripping on that. You can go out on a girl trip with your girls. You go on a boy trip with guys, blah, blah, blah. You can have a female friend. Yeah. You can have a male friend, blah, blah, blah. I think those boundaries need to be renegotiated too. I think all of those things need to be renegotiated.
I think it'll stop a lot of people that get married and get divorced if they keep continuously keep having inventory checks in their relationship. Not so much I want to go to the table saying negotiating, but if you decide to live with someone or be with someone and you share that kind of space and that life financially, and raising children and stuff like that, I mean, you're still living your life. You still will be dying by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, you gotta face the I'm just saying, you do. You gotta face the point.
Real quick though, I want to throw that in there. Like, I like what you said. But you're saying something about like divorces may not be as prevalent, but also in case there were divorce, it won't be as nasty. Because I think the issue is always the whole, I didn't know. Will you do this? And the whole it's like if you're talking all the time, the communication's there all the time, then you kind of know where people are, or y'all had this, y'all moved to whatever it is, y'all renegotiated. Maybe you said not renegotiated, but y'all recalibrated. And I think that if at this point, when we talk about amicably breaking up or whatever, at this point, we kind of talked about this shit. We talked about this January, this June. So this December, we talked about this January and in June, we talked about it. So now it ain't like, man, you ain't shit. Fuck yeah. It ain't doing that because right. Now it's like, we talk. Right. We I ain't got to be nasty with you because we have this conversation. Right. Remember, we say it all the time. It hurts only once. The first time. So once you've talked, now it's kind of like I was telling you before about a situation that I had. I was like, if you made a decision to do something, right? And even if I was mad at you for doing it, fuck that, I don't want you doing that shit, right? Mm-hmm. I'd have had, by the time I came to this point, I would have known about it, had time to go off on you, you go off on me, you fuck you back, blah, blah, gotten past it. And then when I seen it, it's like, well, I knew this was coming because we had this conversation already. Right. As opposed to just busting me in the mouth and just like, I thought it was okay. Like, no, we need to have a conversation about what's going on. I would have rocked with it, not rock with it, but it wouldn't be so nasty. It's that thing that I think that.
Well, I think it's nasty too because people are not communicating. Sip.
That's the whole point.
That's a big thing.
That's the whole thing. The whole thing statement I was just saying right there is if you communicate your point
on a consistent basis.
If you communicate on a consistent basis, exactly, and you communicate your point, and we recalibrate. Like, we inventory check. We do the inventory check, right? And we regularly inventory checking, and then you have a point. Even if it's shitty at that moment, we already know we have a renegotiating table moment or inventory check moment. At that moment, before you actually put into effect, because you don't have to necessarily say, it's one thing to say, okay, to let somebody know you have made a decision, as opposed to say, hey, I'm thinking in this direction. I'm going to make this decision. You see what I'm saying? That's a little different, like saying, okay, Kim, you know what? I went ahead and bought this other camera. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you like, nigga, we had to buy this, these lights, that took away from the budget and stuff like that. But I already bought it. He's like, come on, man, that's messing us up because I told Buddy, you know what I'm saying? But if I say, Kim, I'm thinking about buying this camera real quick. You're like, okay, that's going to mess up the budget. But I didn't do it yet. Mm-hmm. All right, before you buy that camera, all right, cool. I don't want you to do it. Before you do that, let me go ahead and bust a move on these lights. We can do this, that, and the other. I don't like what you're doing, but I know what's going on.
I know what's going on.
Cool, we can make it right. But I already made a decision. And then not just that, it's showtime now. Mm-hmm. I done made a decision and then told you like, oh yeah, by the way, I got the camera. Like, Hey y'all, how you? Hey, Barack Obama, how are you? Yes, am I pissed? Yeah, I'm a little pissed, but you know what? We got to do the show must go on. So that kind of thing. So if you had those communication, it'll eradicate the nastiness that goes on. You can kind of bring it down some, and y'all can respect each other, and you can have we ain't good. But we good because you know what? We motherfucking talk, nigga. You told me what it was. I told you what it was. And you didn't like it at the moment, but we had a chance to talk about it and get through it. And now you subsided some. Still a little side eye, but I know I got you. I see where you at, bro. I see you at, sis. That kind of thing.
I think it's just creating also the platform of being able to come to the table, as they say, lay your cards out, but really come to the table and say, this is what I'm thinking. Now, I'm going to go a little sexual for a minute, because I think this is what goes on in a lot of relationships. It doesn't matter what status you say you are. Some people say you married, you single, you dating, whatever. But if you busting fluids with someone, okay, then therefore you in some type of relationship with them and whoever else they're busting fluids with. That's just the facts. But I want to say you need to be able to have those conversations, because that can kill you. So I don't think that part should be where, oh, I should have told. I think that part, people don't take that as serious. They just don't. They think it's just sex is sex. But actually, it do affect the person that you're with. So, and then not only that, because the person that you may be busting those fluids with, you don't know if they're doing it with someone else. So it affects all y'all, and then y'all all in it. Okay. So I'm not talking on no one specifically, as I hope I said it right, but no one that particularly. It's just the way you decide to live your life. You do need to have a boundary in every aspect.
That's crazy. You think we're gonna have a conversation about somebody telling they screwing somebody else? You think grown people our age are not like saying they?
So I can tell you right now, being a master life coach as I am, I can tell you this: grown ass people older than myself are not talking and having conversations with each other about busting fluids and nuts with one another and other people. And it's sad. Yes, I did. And it's sad.
Say it again.
I said, they're busting nuts.
Say it. Say it.
I can't say it. It was so stupid. But he the only one can say it.
Busting nuts.
Y'all have no idea what that means.
That's inside joke.
But that is the inside joke. But I want to say, seriously, I really do want to say that you got to have the conversations of, hey, you know what, honey? And I know, guys, y'all say this to me all the time. Y'all say, Kim ain't nowhere in the hell I'm going to be able to tell my girl I want to be with another woman, or I want to smash her friend, and I know all that stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go crazy, because this is the kind of stuff that's really happening, whether y'all want to talk about it or not, see if it's happening. And, some people ask, well, did you know that he or she was like that the first time? And they say no. And they're like, well, 9 out of 10, they probably was telling you undercovertly that they was that, subliminally that they was that person. So I'm just saying, not just in that area, but I know that's kind of hard. It's hard to be the truth and say, you know what? I want to see other people. That's hard too. And listen, baby, that don't take nothing away from you. But in her mind, it's completely rejection. And his mind is completely rejection. So I just want to say that no matter how hard it is, you got a real one on your team if they're willing to have those type of conversations. Because at the end of the day, that's how they can be feeling right now. Things change, guys. We don't give each other the opportunity to grow. We don't give each other the opportunity to be able to express things that we may be temporarily feeling, or even just want to try. And I don't think you should lose your individuality when you become in any type of relationship of any kind. You shouldn't be bound to a career. You shouldn't be bound to someone, and I heard someone say this, love is so good when you give it freely and you want to give it to that person. You know what I'm saying? And stop putting so much expectations on one person. They cannot do everything. I'm not talking about sexually please you or give you. I'm just saying it's just individual things that you should have, that you love about yourself, that you should be able to tell your person about. You know what I'm saying? That's great. Like, for example, I'm just speaking on certain things I know people love to do. If it's playing games or ride or doing NASCAR and that's your thing, or opera and that's your thing, your mate don't gotta do those things. But the fact that they mess with you, they'll do it for you and with you time and time again. And that's okay, and that should be hellified acceptable. And I'm just saying it's the same thing in sexual. I'm not saying I would never promote any woman to do anything they don't want to do. I support you in every which way, because I can sit up here and tell you Kimmy ain't doing nothing she don't want to do. But at the same time, I'm just saying, I think people get in relationships and they be like, this is mandatory how it's supposed to be. Whoever told you that shit? That's your own belief system. I learned a long time ago in my seasoned years in life that a lot of things that happen that's going on is because somebody told my ass and then I had to find out the hard way. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, finding out right now is that live and have the type of love life you want. Just be honest about it and don't lie. And yes, sometimes you can hurt other people and people can hurt your feelings. But if you bold enough to say this is what you're going to do, you better be bold enough to lose whoever the hell you with too. And that's just how it goes.
That's the manipulation control, though. People don't want to lose.
Right. So I'm not going to say, or I'm not going to do, and that creates toxicity. But if you want some real, I mean, like really real, you can say, babe, that's what I'm feeling right now. That's what, I don't know. I just want to talk to you about it. I just want to see, but I think people lose their friendships. I think you stop being friends. And some people say, well, I can't be romantically involved and be there. But yes, you can. I don't know about you. Who else you want to be kicking it with and doing everything if it's not your best friend, your homie? Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to sustain you and maintain you in a relationship all the time. All the time.
So we ain't good, but we still good. And that's the concept I think that's going to start with therapy. It's going to start with being real. Listen, all the points we just made today. Inventory checks, creating new boundaries, doing the recalibration, keeping it honest and real, dealing with that shit up front. Don't bring it on the back end. Giving a person a chance to manifest or kind of get it processed in their mind. And you talking it out and deal with those lumps and stuff. Because I think over time, it's a better fit. It's a better situation for everybody. If we can all just sit down and say, this is what it is. This is what it is.
Just communicate, man. Stop not talking and texting. Just
you know what? That communication word.
Communicate.
Say, but it's communicate, but it's effectively a communicate. Because people will say stuff and then it's like,
just
they
don't say stuff
it.
And walk away. You got it.
Like stay in there. Don't just walk away and say
because it's hard, Sip. So let's be honest. So it's hard, especially for guys. Y'all not as you'll do everything you say. Baby, when you get through doing that outside, I'm gonna need you to come in because I need to talk to you. Whenever a woman tell a man that she gotta talk, for some reason he outside for about 24 hours because she said we want to talk.
I'm gonna find it. I gotta go take the mechanic to the shop and fix the bull.
But I promise to God, if you go ahead and don't just do it just to get through it either. But go ahead and take your time. If she means something to you guys, if he means something to you ladies, then take the time to invest into that person because I'm telling you, it will have a greater reward than just getting through and living your life through autopilot. And then you find out you wasted so many good ass years with somebody and you could have been loving.
That's some good what? You waste some good what? Some good ass what?
I say you just wasted some good ass times.
No. You waste some. What you say?
You waste some good ass what? Then you mess around and be like that. He messed me. I think I hear a lot of women say that and men say that. I ain't gonna go there today, but I'm gonna say, look, just take the time.
All this good ass.
I done wasted all my time doing all this and gave him my best years and children and all that. And, but men said the same thing. I done put all this money in her and spent the bag and this how she's showing up for me. But I think everybody come in everybody's life for a reason. I think you need to take the time to see what it is. But stop making people that have not earned a spot in your life. I don't give a damn how many years or whatever. Seriously. Say that they supposed to be there forever because you don't know that and you want them to. I mean, because I can say I know I would, you want them to, but at the end of the day, I like people to earn their rights. And that's it. I mean, I'm just saying.
In the beginning of the day, I want them to have their rights and earn their rights and then keep they motherfucking safe. They stay. Earn your stay.
Earn your stay in people's life. We don't got to be good, but I mean, we need to be good because that's how we both gonna reach happiness hella quicker.
Because that not being good keeps you in prison to these feelings that ain't gonna get eradicated, ain't gonna be healed, especially that person on the same page. They've moved on. So you keeping yourself, you think you're keeping them in prison, you keeping your own self in prison, and you keep moving. And then what happens is you have this fictitious situation that you have with this person that no longer is. This fictitious situation is standing in the door of somebody else who want to come in and fuck.
No, how about that person came in and you just putting all that shit on that new person, don't have nothing to do with it. And every little thing that they do, they can't even be themselves and have their own damn experience with you because you still stuck on and have residue, as Sip would say, from the past shit. So it just keeps evolving. And you know, and you really need, it's like a weed that keep growing in that garden. So you need to kill all that so you can actually flourish the way you need to go. Yeah. And for me, that's a mic drop.
Listen, guys, we like you. We love you. We want more of you. And listen, I want you to follow us on all our platforms.
Yes. Check us out on Spotify.
Spotify's off the chain. We got a new episode. We got a new series called The Dan Show.
Yeah.
We got a new series you need to check out called Sweet Sips and Sour Spills. So that is a fucking crazy show. That's going to be on Spotify. We can do a lot of more tricky, crazy things with that. Kind of go a little deep and all that kind of stuff. It's really kind of dope in there. And we're doing a series on pastors. We're interviewing pastors and things of that nature. That's going to be pretty cool. So check us out on there and then follow us on our nonprofit organization. Our website should be up hopefully next week for nonprofit, doing all the different programs we're doing. We did a few weeks ago, in November, we did the breast cancer awareness thing, which is pretty good. And then we did our gospel versus R&B concert, which is pretty good. We're doing a part 2 of that concert sometime in March. We'll give you that. We got I think a Christmas program we're putting together.
Yeah.
That's all on the Black Prism Evolution Project. So we love you guys' support. Listen, like, subscribe, and share our Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill page, and all the information we have, we'll give it to you. You'll have it on all those platforms, all the information there. I want to give you this piece of gratitude. I want to tell you guys that it's been almost 2 years now. We had a little hiatus when I was gone, but in that 2 years we've done, I don't know how many shows we've done, but it's been a hell of a ride. It's been fun. And I want to appreciate and tell each one of you guys that we really do appreciate you guys. We have taken it from our heart. We've looked at this to do it more organically. Obviously, we could buy this and do that, but we wanted to make sure we did our program as organic as possible.
Yes.
Listen, we like you. We love you. We want more of you. It's been real and it's been fun. Every time we do our show.
Every time
we connect with y'all motherfucking selves. As always, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what they motherfucking do. I don't care what they say to you about me. I don't give a damn. But as always, baby, when you fucking with us at the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spills, always, we love it, baby. Always real motherfucking fun. Holler back at your people as we holler back at you.
Peace out. Till next time.
Yes, sir.